G'day everyone, Scott here from One Green Thumb Gardening in Toowoomba. Today I just wanted to show you what I've sort of been up to. I've been trialling aquaponics, or trying to learn about aquaponics at the moment. Actually probably about 6 months. So I just wanted to show you my setup that I have and what I've kind of done. So this is my fish tank that I've got, which I've got my goldfish in here and some guppies, and I've also got my pleco down there who keeps my tub fairly clean. Actually there's two big plecos in there, the other one they like to hide. And then in this tank I've got my guppies with two bristlenose in here, which helped clean this tank. So in this tank I originally had it set up so that I had more plants in here and algae and stuff, which helped with the cycle of the all the bacteria, or your good bacteria, and also trying to filter out your ammonia and nitrite into nitrate, because of course every time I plant out my fish pond, the goldfish would just destroy it. So hence why I had that. And then when I started researching about aquaponics, of using my water to grow my plants, which I started with this guy, although it doesn't really work too well. That's as big as the spinach gets in this setup, but in my veggie garden there, I'll show you in a minute, they're quite a lot bigger. So, but the guppies really love to hide in the root system at night. So what I've done is I've gone out and bought one of these Holman vertical potting plant systems, and then I've set it up here. So it was a bit challenging because I'm using it for something that it's not designed for. So what I found is when I first plugged it up and had it going, that all the water was coming out through these holes. It was running straight down there and running down the back, so there would be a ton of lost water. Also the water was coming from these where it drips down, and it was splashing here, and then it was also wasting a lot of water. So I've put these little pipes on to minimize water wastage. And then also down in here they had these tiny little caps where the smallest bit of debris would block up and then it would just overflow. So I've got a pair of pliers and snapped out all of the little covers on them so that I've got more water flow. And then for my substrate, I'm experimenting with charcoal, because charcoal is a really good filter. It absorbs all the bad chemicals, and it's also very porous, so it creates very good surface for your bacteria to grow on. So you could use clay beads, or you could use coconut husk. So, but I'm going to trial charcoal and see how it goes. So that's my sort of system. So how it all sort of works is I've got a big, in this side here there's a submersible pump, which then also lets me shut down when if it does accidentally drain the water out, it'll shut down. So water comes out of the submersible, which goes through here, which I've got shade cloth and the inside out of a pillow and a whole stack of charcoal in there, and then just rocks on top to make it look kind of pretty. It also comes through here, which creates current, but not too much current for the fish. And then I've got it running through this bio filter, which is all different layers of stuff. And then that's what I've now today run it through there, which it used to just go into here. And then this bio filter sucks out of there and back into that tank. And then I've also got a purple pump, which is a surface one. So that'll get any like small debris on top. And so that's sort of, so yeah, I've got a bottom dwelling pump and a surface filter. And so that surface one gets pumped into here. And then what I've done is there's a hole in the back of this tank, which then will flow from this one all the way around the back, and it flows back into there. So that's that setup. Yeah, to create my charcoal for all my charcoal that I use for all my garden beds and potting mixes and all that sort of stuff. So at night when you have your fire, at the end of the night, I will just drown the whole thing in water, and then I'll be left with generally really nice charcoal. Last night we didn't do that, so most of it just turned to ash. So then what I would do is I get the charcoal out, I put it into this guy, and then so I've made up like a sieve, and it will take out a fair chunk of all that ashy stuff, which just goes straight in your garden. Then I'm left with this bigger pieces of charcoal, which then I will put into pots, and then I'll put them into big buckets of water, and I'll swish them around and get a lot more of that really fine sediment out, and then run water through it till it's clear. I put it back into my sieve. I'll take out all the really fine stuff, and then like what I'll do is I'll step on it and crush it up so that it becomes smaller again. Put it back in my bucket, and then that's what I'll put into my little planter pots. Rinse it again, and that's the cycle of what I've done to hopefully see how we go with this aquaponics. So I'll show you these silver beets that are planted at these ones are the same as, so I've taken these ones out of my aquaponic setups in the fish tank and put them in the garden, and you can just see how much better they look and healthier. So I don't know whether they're just in too much water and just not getting the nutrients that they need. So but we'll see what happens with the lettuces. They might not be ideal for that aquaponic setup. So yeah, I'll try and put in a link of a couple people that I use, like Rob's Aquaponics is really good. He's got some absolutely amazing videos. I'll put in a link to his videos that you can watch, and he will go into much more depth and better explanation of the aquaponics scenario. But yeah, just wanted to sort of show you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And thanks for watching my video. If you could give me a little thumbs up or subscribe, and leave me any comments and queries. Really love to hear your feedback. Thanks for watching again, and have a beautiful day. See ya.